Hi, my name's Brian. I operate an online website called MakeMoneyWithBri.com. I'm interested in sort of video blogging and growing my business interests online. But today, what I want to talk to you about is how to go about registering a domain name. And I'm going to walk you through a site that I use, GoDaddy, but there are a range of other sites that are available out there on the internet. So you don't have to go with GoDaddy, but I've just found that GoDaddy is a lot easier to deal with, and I've had no problems with them. So let's step into this straight away. I'd like to think that you've done your homework in terms of researching the name that you want to call your website, which is what we refer to as a domain name. And that's where people are going to come to if you're setting up a blog site to, develop your business interest, or an e-commerce site, whether you want to do online business. I mean, there's a whole raft of things you can do, but every site has a domain name. So let's assume you've got your domain name sorted out. And like I said, I'm going to use GoDaddy. As you can see, they offer you a range of different services and supports that are available to them. But today we're going to sort of focus on looking at how to register a domain name. And then what we'll come back in once we've registered it, I'll walk you through to the final step, which is to look at how you manage your domain name and what we do with it once it's registered. And that will be something I'll do in a later video. They offer a range of other services such as building a website, hosting. Like I said before, I'll host my domains in HostGator, and I've found them to be very, very good to work with. And but once again, it's up to you as to what you choose and what company you want to go with. Sports services within GoDaddy are really good. So let's start this process. But before we do, you're going to need to set up an account. So I'll walk you through that in a minute, what you need to do. But so let's say we're looking to see if a name is available to us. So as you know, there are so many names on the internet out there this day and age. So trying to get one that suits you is going to be sometimes a little bit difficult. But if you stick with it, you'll get something that meets what it is that you're trying to do. So it's really important to, like I said before, do your research, understand what it is you're looking to promote, and make sure your name can be searched for and that's available to you. So what we need to do is, you don't need to put the www in front of this. All you need to do is to put in the word that you're looking for. So I thought the exercise that I might look at is, just say for instance, we might do a search for how to train goldfish.com. I like to use the .com because I think it's a universal word, and there's .net, .org, whole range of different abbreviations at the end of the .com type thing. So let's have a look to see if this is available to us. And it is. And this is what will come back. And we'll say it is available. But if it's not available, and let's look at something else. I'll just put this in here. How to set up a business. And I'm sure that it won't be, because it is widely searched for or set up name, and you'll get the following message if it's not available to you. So here you go. But what it will come back with is providing you some options. So it's like how to set up a business.co, how to set up a business.net.au, how to set up a business.net. And that's a premium one, so you'll start to see that the prices are quite high. But the ones that we're looking for are going to be around the $9.99 ones. So let's go back here. So it's how to train goldfish.com. And we know that it's available. So what we will need to do, we'll need to sort of hit the continue button so to take us to the checkout. But what I want to show you before we get there is there's a few other bits and pieces here. Like I said before, they'll throw up a whole range of different options that are available to you, but I would steer clear of these sorts of things in the beginning stages. So really what we want to do now is to go to here, hit continue. It will take us to a new screen. slow. Here we go. And you'll come into a new screen and you'll have a raft of other information here. We really don't need to take too much notice of this. Just make sure that you don't inadvertently click on any of these things, because they do, like I said, you know, have a fee attached to them. So make sure that they're all checked. We talked about hosting before. We're not going to host here, and we're not going to get the website built here. We'll look at another company to do that. We don't need to add an email to your domain, so it's really just purchasing the domain name. So what we need to do is we need to go to the next screen. And you will come to your billing information. So this is the, I suppose, the receipt thereabouts. But what you'll notice over here is the purchase price is marked as $20.40. You'll also notice that there's a 44% savings off the domain name that we've registered. And the reason of that price is that the system, or how they've set it up, they usually like you to go for 2 years, register the domain name for 2 years. But in this instance, we're just going to register it for 1 year. But that's your choice. I mean, you can register it for longer if you like. You don't have to worry about having to remember to pay it. But usually what happens when you're on their system, GoDaddy will send you an invoice to let you know that the bill, that the domain name's coming up to be re-registered. Otherwise, if you don't register it, you'll lose all the information that you've been working on with regards to your website. Okay, so we come down here, we can proceed to checkout. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to switch this recording off so that when I get to the next page you don't see a lot of my personal information. So I will see you on the other side, and I'll walk you through the final steps of how to complete your purchase of your new domain name. Okay, so you should have completed your purchase now. You will have an email that will be sent to you with all the relevant details about your new domain name. So what we need to do once you've made the purchase, you will need to come back to the big opening screen. So I'm working on the position that you're in your account. And we need to come here and we need to come into Manage My Domains. And I'll just lock this, switch this off for a tick, and I'll log into my account and I'll show you what it will all look like when you come into so when you log in, you'll need to come into so you've logged into your account, and what we'll need to do is you'll click down the My Account section and log in. So when you log in, you'll then come to, once you've got into your account section, you'll see a screen that looks like this. So what we need to do is to click on Launch Domains. And you'll have a screen that looks like this. So as you can see, I've got a few websites here, but let's have a look at one that I've been working on. So then what you'll do is just double click on this. And this will take you to the back section of the panel. And what we'll be focusing on next time when we look at setting up the domain name to go to a host server is that we'll be coming back to gather this information here, which we'll use to then put in our host account so that we can point the domain name back there so it becomes operational. As it stands at the moment, your domain name will not be operational on the website because we have to do this next step. So I hope that the video has been helpful to you. By all means, please drop back to see the other videos that I'll be putting up online. So the next one I want to really focus on is about how to point your domain name back to your host server. So best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.